What is up? What is up? What is up, everybody? It is Phil Nagy on Sports joining you here, and it is time to keep the college football playoff going. You can see here it's the 11 versus the 6 seed. The Miami Hurricanes did not win the ACC, but they did come in second, and they will be taking on the Kansas Jayhawks, not known traditionally for their football power, but they've got a very good quarterback and a very good running back, and they finished second in the Big 12. So we are excited to get this one going. Again, appreciate everybody being on. And let's go ahead and get this one booted away here. Again, Phil Nagy on Sports joining you. You can see Miami is the host school for this one, as all first-round matchups are hosted by the better scene. So there is Cam Ward, formerly of Washington State. He was one of the hot transfer quarterbacks. I thought he would have worked particularly well in Ohio State. They opted to go Will Howard, of course. But Cam Ward now is your quarterback for the Miami Hurricanes. And they are paced by him, along with a couple of talented running backs and receivers as well. There's his star receiver, Xavier Restrepo, number 7, fifth-year senior. Coconut Beach, Florida is where he played his high school football. Now they're going to run it to the outside. That is the true sophomore running back, Mark Fletcher, who was almost an Ohio State Buckeye, and then at the very last second spurned the Buckeyes for the Hurricanes. So that's all right. You know, we'll take who we can get. And now they're going to give it again to Fletcher. And the sophomore tailback, 6'2", 225, so the bigger back. We also have Damian Martinez. He's number 6 out there as well. Here's a little jet sweep across the middle to the receiver. He's got a first down and more on a 3rd down and 3. And achieving the first down that time is somebody named Chris Johnson, who maybe not actually on the roster. Here's another handoff. Stiff arm up the middle. And some nice running so far for Fletcher here today. Pistol look here. Ward hands it right side to his running back again, and more good runs coming from Mark Fletcher. I would assume that's Fletcher, unless they've got some number discrepancies, which is possible, of course. Here he is again. He's going to head to the outside. Hey, there it is, Mark Fletcher Jr. Nope, that's him. Damian Martinez, number 6, their other talented running back as well, but he might have gotten nicked because he had one run and then was out of there. Motion coming from the tight end. That's a greeting from Ella Fitzgerald, the dog, Jenny, the dog, right there. As Elijah Arojo is the tight end who went in motion. 3rd and 5 here for Cam Ward now. Gets a shotgun snap, gives it to Fletcher, left side. Fletcher, another first down. Oh, 4th and inches on potentially a bad spot, and they will go ahead and settle for 3 here on the opening drive. Kick is up, kick is good. And the Hurricanes get on the board first. And that is their senior kicker, Andres Borregales. And he is one of the best kickers in the league. I remember because that name has been in the future draft classes of Madden as one of the best kickers available. All right, kicking off to the Kansas Jayhawks again. They are going to be led by their senior quarterback, Jalen Daniels. I'm not sure if there's any relation to Jaden Daniels, but he is a 6 foot, 220 pound senior from Lawndale, California, Jalen Daniels. And you can see there is an X factor. Right next to him is his tailback, Devin Neal. Those two stir the entire drink of this offense. They're both very, very good. And here comes Neal to the right side. Neal will not get much, just 2 yards there for Devin Neal. Can appreciate everybody being on. Phil Nagy on Sports is the channel as we're working our way through the college football playoff as they try to go screen, and it's knocked to the ground by that Hurricane defensive lineman. That's Ruben Bain. He is just a true sophomore. He's their best defensive lineman as a true sophomore. Hit as he throws. Daniels, but it's caught for a first down on the left side. And that's his wide receiver, Lawrence Arnold, senior from DeSoto, Texas. I think DeSoto, Texas is where Garrett Wilson is from, if I remember correctly. Some Ohio State receiver is from DeSoto, Texas. JSN, I guess, is also from down there as well. Hey, Wendell, welcome in. Good to have you on. appreciate you being on at that fact. Here we go. Up the middle again. This time it's the other tailback, but he'll pick up 11, 12, 13, 14 yards, pressing the pile. And that's running back, what was that, 28? 7 Morrison. He's a transfer from Nebraska. No gain on that play on the run that time to Morrison. Out of a heavy eye, you can see there those big one. And then there's another run. They run all kinds of different formations out of it. And that looked like tight end Trevor Cardell on that play. So out of the full wing back, wing T defensive or offensive backfield, I don't know all the names of every formation. They'll go play action and then quickly over the middle to that same tight end. Casey is that tight end's name. That's Jared Casey. He's a senior, number 47. Delayed handoff up the middle. Trying to run to the right side. First down, Morrison. 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Jayhawks! Kansas into the end zone first. And a big score from their running back transferring from Nebraska. That's Sevion Morrison, the redshirt junior. And Morrison got the corner and was gone to the house. Kansas strikes first. Watch this run from Sevion. He just broke tackles, got to the corner, and then it was a foot race. I do really like that part about the college game, because in college that does happen. Like, if you get a full head of steam and you're into that second level, there are very few safeties who are going to like fly from the other side of the field to come and to tackle you, which I feel like that happens a lot more in the pro game. Maybe it doesn't. I don't know. Welcome in, Mitchell. Good to have you on. All right, second drive for Cam Ward again. Senior coming over from Washington State is where he transferred from. Had a very nice season for them. Here's going to be a run to the left side. This is Martinez, the tailback, to the 50, 45, and he'll finally be dragged to the ground, but a huge gainer for Damian Martinez as they've got a 1-2 punch in the backfield as well. Martinez, 6'2", 32, and he is a transfer from Oregon State, is Damian Martinez. And he picks up 41 on that scamper. A big first down for the Hurricanes now. Moving left to right on your radio dial. Motion coming from the receiver. They'll fake the pop pass. Here comes Martinez again, and he'll run immediately into a Kansas defender. Again, appreciate everybody being on. Phil Nagy on Sports, only place you can find these simulated sporting events with live original commentary. We're working our way through this college football playoff. We have simmed the entirety of the season, and we are now, this is game 3 of 4 in the first round as we set ourselves up for the quarterfinals of the college football playoffs. Stretch to the right side again, Martinez, nice tackle in the open field, but he has another big gainer, and both teams running effectively right now. Yeah, it's like 98 here in Columbus. They have, like, the sports teams have to, like, not practice outside and stuff like that, because it's like a heat index of like 105 or something, just awful. I think we're maybe supposed to get some storms tonight, which might help it cool down a little bit. Pop pass to Martinez. Martinez, first down, inside the 10 to the 6-yard line. Counts as a completion for Cam Ward. He's up to 22 yards passing. So yeah, I hope everybody's able to stay safe and stay cool as best you can. Ward. Give it to Martinez, and he'll be thrown down at the ground there. 6 tackled by 6. Second and goal now from the 4. Miami really needs to try to answer the Kansas score here. And they'll punch it in. Here comes Fletcher, the sophomore, and he's down. No, they'll say he got in. Wonder if they'll challenge the spot of this. It looked like he kind of fell down and hit his knee and then sort of slid into the end zone again. Sophomore Mark Fletcher, who was supposed to come to Ohio State, spurned us at the last moment to go to the Hurricanes. And Fletcher gets into the end zone. Here's a look at it. We'll see if the replay confirms it. Oh, maybe he did a good job of kind of flipping over. Nope, there we go. Kansas is challenging it right there. Challenging. Oh, I think he's down. That knee does come down right before he turns his bottom into the end zone. So I think Kansas might get this one back. And in fact, they will. So 3rd and goal now from the 1-yard line as Fletcher is marked down just short of the line. Good challenge by Kansas. They do not lose a timeout. Cam Ward. Give it again. Martinez. He'll try to go ride to the right, and this time he is in and breaks the plane. Touchdown, Miami. Tackled there by Wheeler, but the damage had been done, and he was into the end zone. Damian Martinez. Another big back. Two big backs here as he gets in there and scores the touchdown. Taiwan Berryhill, the senior linebacker, not able to keep him out. Little number 6 on number 6 crime there. 10-7 with the kick pending. So when you're 95 and you wear a leather jacket, then not worth getting John getting hit on, huh? As my middle school kids would say, you weren't going to riz her up, aka flirt with her. Here comes Neal now to the right side. Not the running back who had the long touchdown run. It was the other running back. But again, they have a solid 1-2 punch, which really sort of seems to be the theme of college football this year. As all these teams, there are very few teams with one dominant guy. Here's Daniels, option keeper, first down again. He is so explosive. Jalen Daniels, not Jaden, but Jalen Daniels. Again, not sure if there's a relation. I'll try to look that up for you. End of one, 10-7. Miami leads. Both teams trading rushing touchdowns. Now 1st and 10 coming the other way. Here's Jalen Daniels. They'll stretch it left side. Here's Neal. Devin Neal, the running back, and will be blown up right away. Good tackle by the Hurricanes, defensively speaking. And here comes the 2nd and 10. Now, let's not say that too carefully. Mitchell, I am married to a very cute and not crazy redhead. Speaking of, hi Carter, welcome in. Hola to you as well, my friend. I'll tell Espada that you are greeting me with Spanish. 4th and 5. Miami does do a good job there. Again, if you would assume if the ratings play out that Miami should pull away from this game, much like we saw Michigan pull away from Old Dominion. But that Georgia-Alabama game was a shootout, went all the way down to the wire. Pistol look here for Cam Ward. Again, the transfer from Washington State, somebody that I thought would look good for the Buckeyes, but he chose to come down to Miami, and he'll chuck this one out of bounds. We ultimately ended up with Will Howard, and I think we will be happy with that decision here starting on Saturday. Trips to the right side. And back to pass. Zip it, and incomplete. Tried to gun it into his receiver. No help there, either a drop or a defensive play. That's Isaiah Horton, the 6'4" receiver that he was going to. Across the middle and almost picked, and should have been actually. Incomplete, and a punt coming for the Hurricanes here now. Hey, all right, get a good lift in, Carter. Please stay cool. Is the weight room there air conditioned? I can't remember. If not, dude, you got to be careful and drink a boatload of water. All right, Jalen Daniels, he's back from his own 37. Motion coming. And he'll fake the pop pass. Give it to Devin Neal, his senior running back. Rated 33? 93 overall is his rating. He is a very, very talented player, is Devin Neal. Dump it to the left side to Neal on a screen, but he's blown up by Bain. That's a defensive end getting out there and tackling the defender, tackling the offensive player now. Blitz coming. They're setting up screen against it. Neal with some blockers, but he doesn't get him. The blockers go too far in front, and he's thrown to the ground by a speedy linebacker. And another punt coming from the Jayhawks now. And that punt is taken by Restrepo. He is their very, very talented receiver, Xavier Restrepo. Now here comes Martinez again. He's been solid to start today, for sure. You only date redheads. Okay, well, there you go, Mitchell. 3rd and 11 after a loss on the play. There's 11 personnel here now. Actually, trips to the left side, so 10 personnel, and now he's going to be sacked in the process. Cam Ward blown up all the way in the backfield. There's that linebacker, Berryhill. And Berryhill has him sacked. Taiwan Berryhill, that linebacker we talked about a little earlier. And in the end zone, punting, and it's almost blocked. The blocker goes flying by. And now a nice field position coming up for the Jayhawks. So both teams, after scoring back-to-back running touchdowns, have now both kind of punted a few times as the defenses have settled into this opening round college football playoff. Again, the number 11 seed versus the number 6 seed. Our final game will be Oregon and Arizona, the number 10 and number 7 seeds. Daniels, zip it left side, caught, broken tackle, 35, and inside the 35, there's Lawrence Arnold, his second big catch of the day. Daniels, corner, end zone, touchdown! What a throw from Jalen Daniels. A dot right on the money to his receiver on the other end, Luke Grimm. 6-foot senior from Raymore, Missouri, and Luke Grimm got behind the defense, and look at that throw from Daniels. That is perfection. Did not even have to break stride, did Grimm, and a touchdown for the Jayhawks to retake the lead. So right after I talked about both teams stymieing a little bit and having to punt, Luke Grimm says, okay, how about this? And Jalen Daniels, again, very, very talented quarterback for the Kansas Jayhawks, with his legs and his arm, shows you right there. And finally touchdown to the ground. Cam Warden in a shotgun. He will give it to Martinez. Now, Martinez will try the middle and be thrown to the ground at the 28-yard line. Give him a gain of 5 there for Martinez. They'll give it to him again. He'll bust tackles up the middle. They'll say he only gets a gain of 4 for Damian Martinez. Again, a 6-foot, 232. He is a big and strong back. You can see him now at the back of the pistol. 3rd and 4. Ward gives it to him again. Up the middle, it'll be thrown to the ground. Nice job by the defensive interior of the Kansas Jayhawks. And so very conservative game plan so far for the Hurricanes is run. And now they will punt once again. Kansas has been much more balanced so far running. Of course, everybody knows that their best player is Devin Neal, but also throwing as they did on that last touchdown from Jalen Daniels. Now motion coming once again. Fake the pop pass. Now back to pass. Now he'll roll and fire over the middle. Got him in. Oop, dropped it. That's his tight end Casey there dropping that football. Casey had a catch earlier in the game. Stretcher to the right side. Here comes Neal. Devin Neal got the 35. Stiff arms the man down to the ground and gets the ball across the low. Not across the line. 3rd and inches. 6:05 on this second quarter clock. Now Daniels to Neal. First down, but not by much. First down, but not by much. Here's now Morrison, who had the big touchdown run. Savion Morrison with another nice gain of 6. So a good 1-2 punch for the Jayhawks. And they'll fake the pop pass again. Neal to the right side. Another first down and across the midfield stripe into Hurricane territory. 4.5 to go in the first half. Again, appreciate all of our subscribers. Picked up another couple new ones yesterday. Thank you so much if that was you, and welcome to you. If you've been around from the beginning, we really appreciate that. This is just the first season of College Football Sims, as you might imagine, because the game didn't exist for 11 years, but we're very excited. We simmed all the Ohio State games. You can go back and watch the channel or the playlist that has all of those. And now we're doing the entirety of the college football playoff, as well as kicking off our brand new Brown season, which Kit and I did yesterday on the channel. Left side throw, first down in his sights, but it'll be pushed out of bounds short of it. 4th and 3, and they will punt as well. So credit the Hurricane defense here with another nice stop, and now another punt coming from the Jayhawks. He'll angle this one to the right, and it's out of bounds at the 13. Nice punt there from the Kansas Jayhawk punter. And he must not be real because he's not on the list. Okay, good job. He's not on their roster. Another run up the middle. 11th carry of the half for Damian Martinez. Again, both teams want to run. But at some point, as we saw on that scoring drive for Kansas, at some point they're going to have to pass. Martinez again. Wow, maybe not. 30, 35, 40. Martinez, does he have the corner? He does. 40, 30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Damian Martinez. 70-plus yards, and he says, good night, nurse. What a run from Damian Martinez. That was down the same sideline that Kansas's Savion Morris ran down, and a huge touchdown, and that's going to revitalize the fans here. This run starts all the way back. That's almost an 80-yard run, and Martinez just gets the corner, and he is gone to Souvenir City. And Borregales comes in to tack on the extra point. What a run there. 17-14 now, so 2 plays, 86 yards. In fact, that may have just been a straight-up 80-yard touchdown run from Damian Martinez. All right, 1st and 10 with 2:05. We'll see how aggressive that the Jayhawks would like to get. And they'll go quick little RPO left side. It's almost picked up. This defensive back there for the Hurricanes comes flying in to make the stop. Looked like Andres Williams. Now it's a right side run. Nice run there to the right side. Actually, it's the pop pass. And that is Quentin Skinner, senior wide receiver, 6'5", 195, Quentin Skinner. He'll come in motion again. And they'll fake the pop pass to Skinner. Now Jalen Daniels, quarterback, fires right side. Got Neal out of the backfield. 45. Watch, he makes a cut. 30, 20. Neal to the house. Touchdown. Oh, big shot after big shot after big shot. And these talented running backs are showing out right now. Devin Neal with a house call. 5'11", 215, senior from Lawrence, Kansas. You can't get any closer to the College of Kansas than being in Lawrence, Kansas. And look at Neal out of the backfield, and he just beat everybody again. Sheesh. I didn't think it was going to be a slugfest, and now it looks like maybe it will. You're right, Wendell. You are right. Also, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. Helps to continue to grow our college football audience, which is growing, but obviously pales in comparison to our Browns audience and NFL audience, which is fine. We've been doing that for 5 years. We've been doing this one for 2 months. All right, 146, and we'll see if Manny Diaz and company want to get aggressive. I think he's still the coach of Miami, off the top of my head. Right side throw, picked. Oh, no, Ward. It's going to be picked off. 10, 5, touchdown. It's a pick six. Kobe Bryant. Yes, that's his name. Kobe Bryant, the senior from Alabama, pick six city. And now all of a sudden the fans here in Miami are, look at that, the hands on the heads, shock and awe as their senior quarterback, the transfer from Washington State, who's led them to a very nice season, throws a brutal pick six. 28-17 upcoming here as Kansas's kicker boots this one through. And that is Owen Piper Gertis. He is their kicker, Piper Gertis. All right, well, with 138, you could ask the same questions. Oh, nice broken tackle, right side. Thought he might have a hole. Not able to go much further than that, though. But a nice run there. That's Ray Joseph, the kick returner. Left side throw, long catch, and then steps out of bounds. That's, once again, his running back, Damian Martinez, who's lined up there on the slot closest to us. And yes, Mitchell, it is an exciting game. Right side throw, almost picked again. It was a slant, and it's caught for a first down, also by Damian Martinez. So he is just trying anything he can to get the ball into the hands of his talented running back. Oh, and they almost went to the well too many times as the linebacker went flying in front of the football to knock it away. Ward now. Right side throw, got a man, first down. Nice throw, nice catch there. And that one's going to be squarely into the midst of Jacoby George, senior out of Lauderhill, Florida. Back to pass now. Cam Ward, left side throw, got a man. And that's going to be Restrepo, Xavier Restrepo, his talented, but the best receiver on their team, Xavier Restrepo. Now back to pass Ward against a 4-man rush. Late 5th rusher, and he'll go quickly over the middle. Caught and then thrown to the ground. That's Damian Martinez, the running back again. So clearly he is the focal point of the offense. Running and catching of the football. Now 49 seconds to go. Cam Ward. They still have 2 timeouts. There's Martinez again on an angle route out of the backfield. This kid's going to have monster numbers in overall yardage. As we know, he's over 100 rushing. He's probably got about 150 rushing already. And to the corner of the end zone, he had to try to layer it over 2 different defenders. Once again, looking for Jacoby George. That one's going to be incomplete. Back to pass. Blitz coming. They'll go away from it. To the other side. Caught. Nope. Dropped. George couldn't hold on. Jacoby George dropping the football now. A 3rd and 10 for the Hurricanes here. Trailing by 11. Over the middle. Caught. There's Martinez yet again. Damian Martinez. This kid is... Who does he think he is? Terrence Sproles? Marshall Faulk? One of these running backs who can also play receiver. Touchdown on the slant to Jacoby George. And this time he's able to hold on. And now it's a beautiful route. And a scoring drive for the Hurricanes with 24 seconds left. They still have a timeout too. So again, I really enjoy the time management elements of this game, significantly better than Madden's. Again, we'll see the guys come up and spike the ball, which I still have yet to see somebody come up and spike the ball in Madden, but what do I know? I'm just a fake football commentator. All right, 24 seconds. They do have 3 timeouts. Maybe they'll decide they want to go quickly over the middle, caught and then dropped immediately. And they are not going to call timeout. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and they'll snap it one more time with 2 seconds down the middle of the seam. And if they had given themselves another few seconds, they might have been able to try for a field goal. Trevor Wilson, senior receiver, on that one. All right, well, there we are so far today. It's been an exciting day. 28-24 is your halftime score here. Look at some of those statistics. And let's flip the field and keep it going now. Borregales will kick it away and taken by the Jayhawks, 2 yards deep. He'll try up the middle and be blown up. That's number 7, Trevor Wilson, on the kick return. All right, Jalen Daniels. He's got a full backfield with him. He's been a star so far. Here comes Morrison, one of the running backs, and he's blown up in the backfield. Really nice play there by that by that Miami defensive tackle. And that's Marley Cook. Now Neal trying the middle again. Cook blows it up one more time. Also a good tackle on the play there by number 0. That's Michelle Powell. He's a defensive back. Blitz coming. They feel it. And Daniels on the run. And then he will be sacked. Blown up and thrown to the ground. That's Wesley Bissoneth. Or Bissainth. And Wesley B gets back there. 6'1", 205-pound linebacker. You tell me how it should be pronounced. Bissainth? Either way, he gets there, and he gets there in a hurry, and the Hurricanes force a 3 and out. Well, thank you. I pride myself on being the best fake football commentator, and I would say Kit would say the same. As a pair of commentators, here comes Martinez again. He's got 13 carries for $169, and probably another 7 catches. We do really, I actually honestly appreciate it, Mitchell. I'm actually trying to talk to some friends about calling some real sporting events and see what that might look like. We'll see how it goes. Trips to the right side, 2 to the left. Cam Ward in a shotgun now. Back to pass. He's got blitzes coming from all over, and he throws a pick. It's his 2nd of the day. The great equalizer is the turnover, and he has been careless with the football. That's Jason Gillum, senior linebacker from Suwanee, Georgia. And Gillum with a nice interception there, and that's 2 picks for Cam Ward in this one. One of them went to the house. That one did not. Let's see if this defense can get the ball back for him. 11:34 and counting on this third quarter clock. Kansas, the 11 seed here in the inaugural college football playoff. Nagy on Sports style. We simmed the entire season, one Buckeye game at a time. Again, there's a whole playlist. You go back and watch those games if you want. Some of them were just downright bonkers. And this is what the college football playoff looks like now after it. We'll show you the full bracket at the end. Michigan beat Old Dominion in the 5-12. Old Dominion, the group of 5 champion, which means they automatically get the 12 seed. Winner plays number 4 Boston College, the ACC champions this year. Then we did Georgia and Alabama, the 8-9. That was a really good game. Winner gets number 1 Ohio State. This is the 11-6. Winner gets, as we're going to get a blown up off the back of the football and then up to the middle. Winner gets Kansas State. Does that sound right? Kansas State, I believe, is who they get, the winners of the Big 12. And then Arizona plays Oregon, and the winner gets the number 2 seed and SEC champion Texas A&M Aggies. Carter, I think I asked you before you got off, does the weight room at school have air conditioning or not? Because if not, man, you guys got to be careful out there. 2nd and 4. 8:38 and counting. And here's a run to the left side. Martinez, first down. Oh, just about squirted free. This kid's on his way to well over 200 yards rushing. He could have a 300 yards of all-purpose offense when it's all said and done. Here goes again, left side, another 15 yards before being touched for Damian Martinez. This kid is something else right now. Oh, it is air conditioning. That's good. It's been a minute since I've been out in your weight room. Back when Mrs. Nagy used to run homecoming, I would go out there on homecoming night to help the couples get lined up. That was my extent of time in the weight room at your school. Here comes Martinez. He'll try to the right side and then cut it back to the middle. Bang cut just took a little bit too long to develop. 3rd and 3. And now up the middle again out of the pistol. Martinez breaking tackles. This kid is something else. Damian Martinez, holy smokeroos. And now here comes a pop pass. He'll fake it and then skinny through the hole, and he didn't get much. Look at that, 212 yards rushing on 20 carries. And we're still in the 3rd quarter. Cam Ward, senior quarterback, claps his hands together. He'll give it to Martinez once again. Why not? I would. You can sleep when you're dead, you'll say. Keep working. Pistol look here. Stretch it to the right side. Out of the pistol. Martinez bullies him for another first down. So he is really, really playing well. And that offensive line is feasting right now, including Jalen Rivers. He's that superstar left tackle over there. Now they'll go to Mark Fletcher, the sophomore. So the change of pace back after Damian Martinez has bludgeoned you. Now we'll go to Fletcher. And now Martinez is right back in there. He's like, you ain't giving my touchdown to somebody else. But this drive has really taken its physical toll on the Jayhawks. Ward now rolling. Now he just chucks it out of bounds into the tunnel. Interestingly enough, I thought he could have run, at least for the first down, if not more. 3rd and 4. Ward, left side. Caught. Touchdown! It's, guess who? Damian Martin. What, they have 2 6s? What? On offense? That can't be real. Oh boy, that's the freshman Josiah Trader. Oh my gosh, are there 2 6s every time somebody number 6 caught a pass? I thought it was Damian Martinez, but it might just be this guy Joshisha Trader, who I think was also planning to come to Ohio State for a while. At least I recognize his name from the recruiting circuits. Anyway, I didn't think you were allowed to have 2 6s on offense, but they very clearly do, so maybe I'm giving Damian Martinez too much credit for all the passes that he's caught. That's the freshman Trader, 6'1", 180, out of Hollywood, Florida. All right, my friends, I'm going to be back in 1 second. The dogs are giving me the "we have to go to the potty now, Daddy" faces, and I don't want to clean up a mess. So I will be right back Don't go anywhere. All right, we're back. I came downstairs just in time to see that interception. I don't know, Mitchell. What is the answer to that joke? Sorry about that delay, but I have recognized that face and did not want to have to be cleaning up droppings or liquids on the floor upstairs. All right, now Daniel's in trouble. No, he breaks out of it, and then he'll throw it away. I don't know why he didn't just run. They're going to try a long field goal to tie it up here. 51-yarder coming for Piragidis, and he kicks it, and it's good. So we're all tied up, 31-31, interpreter. I like that. Piper Girdis, or whatever his name is, kicks it up and kicks it in. 31-31 with 12:38 to go here. Again, to appreciate that small delay in your broadcasting, because needed to let the dogs out. But we're back, and we'll take you all the way here till the end of this game. And again, I will show you what the bracket looks like at the very end. We've got one more game to go in round number 1, and that's the Oregon Ducks and Arizona Wildcats. How about Arizona? They've got one of the best receivers in the country, Teatoria McMillan, and he's probably been a big part of their success. Now here comes Martinez. So I apologize. I was giving Martinez all the love when actually there's just a receiver who's also talented, who's number 6. So I'm sure Martinez did catch a couple passes, but not all of those passes that I've been crediting him with in my brain. Martinez, left side run, he won't get it. Blown up by the Kansas Jayhawk defenders. And they'll need to punt the ball away again. 10:55 and counting. The seconds are getting precious. And now here's Neal again, left side, bullying his way, breaking tackles. Neal, another broken tackle, first down. A big, big gainer for Devin Neal. And again, this kid is something else, isn't he? He is something else. All right, motion coming. Fake the pop pass. Neal right side to the 40. Both running backs have been sensational. Neal and Martinez. Now a heavy pistol look here. Oh, an RPO. He was 75% of the way through handing that one off and then fired back to the right side. That's going to be a tough play because he's got his back turned. I wonder if there's like a code word or something that the receiver says as the screen's going to be blown up. He had to turf it because the blitz was there too fast. And 31-31 is the Hurricane Band. Keeps playing Mars. From Holst the Planets, of course. If you're not a music teacher like me or a fan of classical music, you wouldn't know, but that's fine. They just keep playing it over and over and over again. And it's a cool song, don't get me wrong. One of the most ripped off pieces of classical music. Star Wars basically derives its beginnings from that piece written 100 years prior to John Williams being the composer of Star Wars. All right, here we go. Hand it off. Martinez up the middle again. We're getting to a point now where, I mean, this kid's got to be getting tired, right? I mean, he's about 30 carries in the game. Now we're going to go double tight ends left side, one of them coming in motion. Miami always has good tight ends too, don't they? Play action. Left side throw, but he's just going to chuck it out of bounds. Cam Ward, he's been real safe, but again, I suppose he's thrown a couple of picks already. 3, in fact, so I suppose maybe the coach is like, dude, just throw it away if it's not there. Martinez, oh! You hate to see that. His 30th carry, he was in the middle of hurdling a guy and got blown up in midair. That's the danger of leaving your feet as a ball carrier, because he got blown up that time. Ouch. That could have been very dangerous, because you don't have any limbs on the ground and you get hit in midair. Who knows where you're going? Jalen Daniels now. He'll fire. Left side. Tipped and thrown to the ground. No completion. 7:05 on this fourth quarter clock. Appreciate everybody being on. Phil Nagy, Nagy on Sports is the channel. College football playoff round number 1. The 11 versus the 6. Kansas out of the Big 12. Miami out of the ACC. Back to pass again. Jalen Daniels, senior quarterback, fires it right side, and he throws it right into the mitts of his receiver. And that's Lawrence Arnold once again. Seen him a couple other times. Now motion coming from Neal. They go over the middle and blown out of his hands. Incomplete, as he was once again going for that tight end Jared Casey. Now Daniels in a shotgun. Back to pass. Daniels fires in the pocket. Left side. What a throw! Dropped it in the bucket of Quentin Skinner's hands. And that was a gorgeous throw while getting hit as he layered that ball beautifully. And now they'll go back to Neal on the ground. And this time he'll be stuffed at the line by several Hurricanes. Motion coming once again. Fake the pop pass. Back to pass. And hit as he throws, as they were trying to set up what looked like maybe a wide receiver screen to the guy who had come in motion on the pop pass. That just took way too long to set up, and now a 3rd and 11 for Jalen Daniels. Can someone break the 31-31 tie? Here comes another screen. He's got the blockers moving to the right side. Grimm diving forward, but he'll be just shy. His effort, though, gives Peter Gertis, whatever his name is, a chance to put it in, and he does! 34-31 after Piper Gerdes throws that thing through. Good kick from him. That one's going to be 53 yards. And Piper Gerdes drills that one. 34-31 now. Kansas takes the lead with 4 minutes to go. Now Miami's going to have to throw a little bit. They have been really reliant on Damian Martinez primarily as their offensive weapon. They're going to have to find a way to throw the ball. Now, when you got to throw the ball and the other team knows you're going to throw the ball, you have to be able to. Ward, shot down the seam. That's a great way to start it. What a throw there from Cam Ward, and he finds the tight end Elijah Arroyo, 6'4", 245. Elijah Arroyo. Motion coming once again from Arroyo. And now Martinez, left side. Oh, thrown to the ground by Gillum. He's that linebacker who's got a couple of interceptions in this game. Ward claps his hands. He's back to pass, surveying the field. Now he'll step up and chuck it out of bounds. 3rd and 9 coming up for the Hurricanes. Ward. Is this 4-down territory? We won't find out as he goes out of the backfield. That one's Damian Martinez. I know how I can tell the difference. He has the superstar underneath him, and Joshua or whatever is doesn't have the X factor. That's the difference. Doesn't have the superstar emblem, rather. Setting up. Oh, blow it up way back. How about that pressure again? We've seen that linebacker two-hill a couple of times, and he gets in there in a big way, and now it's 2-minute warning time. Miami has to get a field goal to tie. They've got a very good kicker, but they're a little bit out of field goal range right now. Cam Ward, the quarterback, fires the ball. What a strike from Ward, and a first down to Trader. Again, he's supposed to be number 0. Joshua? I think it's JoJo. I think is what he goes by the way. JoJo. We're just going to call him JoJo as well, as they'll try Martinez, and he goes wide left with nowhere to go. So it looks like they've got their tying field goal in the bag. I believe I actually do know what that word is, because I have a German friend. But yes, Joshua is a little bit like that, isn't it? But I'm pretty sure he goes by JoJo. And a big sack back to the 32. Look at Brooks getting in there. And Cam Ward cannot eat that football. So now you're asking Borregales to make a much longer field goal. How about Dylan Brooks, the junior? And he just punishes that right tackle, Mayaga, who is one of the best tackles in the game. So here he is now from 49. Borregales to tie it up. They're waiting till the very last second to snap this ball, aren't they? His kick is up. His kick is good. We are all tied up at 34 as Borregales drills that one out of the hole to the backup quarterback, Poffenberger. Let's see if Kansas wants to try to get aggressive or if they want to play for overtime. We haven't seen an overtime game yet. Overtime game would be kind of fun. Teams trading possessions from the 25. After a couple overtimes, they go to just trading 2-point conversions. And the pop pass across the middle goes nowhere. They're hurrying up. They still have 3 timeouts, but they are really not in much of a hurry, are they? Daniels. Maybe they don't want to snap the ball. It looks like maybe they are conceding for overtime. Okay, interesting strategy. But we are headed to overtime here in the 11-6 matchup. Well, okay. Overtime rules again. Alternating possessions from the 25, offense then defense then offense, and then after the second overtime, or after the second, in the second overtime, you must do 2-point conversions. If we go to a third overtime, they just start alternating 2-point conversions until somebody scores. So what are we going to get here? And Miami will play defense first. Kansas would like to defend the left. Here we go. 34-34 from the 25. Overtime number 1 in college football playoff. Absolutely, Mitchell. It is a great game. RPO left side, caught for a short gain. And the Jayhawks are moving now. Going with a little tempo even though there's no clock. It's another catch for Lawrence Arnold. Now Neal to the right side. Can he get around the corner? He cannot. Thrown to the ground by the defense of the Hurricanes. You shall not pass. That's Francisco Moyagoa, the linebacker. They've got a couple Samoan-sounding last names. Over the middle, caught for a first down and goal. Whoo, Lawrence Arnold, the senior receiver, right in the middle of that needle, and it was threaded to him perfectly. Now here's Jalen Daniels. Option keeper for Daniels. Into the end zone. Kansas strikes first in overtime. Now Miami knows what they must do. They must also score themselves a touchdown. Kick is up, kick is good. 41-34. Now we'll flip it around. Miami must score a touchdown and kick the extra point to win. They could also go for two and win, or sorry, to tie rather. They could go for two and try to get the win, but they got to get in the end zone first. Ward back to pass. Turnover ends it. Fired over the middle. Got it. Restrepo, haven't heard much from him today. He's been pretty quiet. Nice catch there, 1st and 10. They can't get a first down at the 1. Cam Ward back to pass. Blitz coming. They feel it. Right side. Dropped in the end zone. His man was there and open. That's Jacoby George, who's had a couple of important drops here today. Now Ward again. Left side throw. Got a man to the 3, to the 2, to the 1. It's Restrepo, and it's a 3rd and inches. So they actually can get a first down here from the 1. Ward. Give it to Martinez. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Woo. All right. Do you go for 2? Oh, sure. Flash the Heisman, Damian. Do you go for 2 and get the win, or do you play it safe and kick the field goal or the extra point? And he will take the extra point. And the kick is up. The kick is good. 41-41. All right. They will flip sides again. This time Miami will go first, and this time they have to go for 2 if they score a touchdown. Now they'll go to the other side of the field. Cam Ward. Motion coming from Trader. They'll go. Here's the freshman Trader. JoJo Trader, and he's blown up. Woo! That was a big hit. Motion coming now from Arroyo. Ward. Give it to Martinez. He'll try the middle. Breaking tackles, 20. Oh, if he breaks that tackle, he is gone. That was a nice tackle in space there. Touchdown saving tackle by the cornerback Mello Dotson. Now back to giving to Martinez again. Interesting now on a 4th and 2. They will take the 3 points, and Kansas will use one of their tight ends to try to ice Borregales. Be a 35-yard field goal attempt. And the kick is up, and the kick is good. 44-41. Now Kansas gets the football back, and if they score a touchdown, it's over. And if they cannot score at least a field goal, it's over. Jalen Daniels gives it to Neal. Neal back up the middle. More carries for Devin Neal. He has been the workhorse today. 4 yards on the game. Obama plays in the background. They're getting pumped here in Miami. Neal nearing another first down. Give him 4 more. He's getting about 4 yards on every carry now. Last I checked, that gets you a first down every drive, every series. Ooh, this time he'll be short on 4th and inches, and they will also take the field goal to tie. Oh boy, you wanted it, you're going to get it. We have 3 overtimes here as Piper Geddes gets his in. So it's time for the 3rd overtime, which means teams will just alternate 2-point conversion tries, single play drives. So here we go. Kansas will start a 2-point conversion. They get 1 play. They either score it or they don't. It's kind of like a soccer shootout at this point. They'll go option keeper. Daniels left side. He's in. He gets 2. And now Miami has a chance for a 2-point conversion. Win to tie, or score to tie, don't score to lose. Cam Ward. Is there an upset brewing for the Jayhawks? Ward back to pass. Senior quarterback Cam Ward in trouble. He'll be sacked. That's it. Game over. Kansas wins. They rush the field. The Kansas Jayhawks come into Miami, and a big, big sack by DJ Withers, the defensive tackle. Little Rock, Arkansas native, the redshirt junior, and despite a massive day from Damian Martinez, the Miami Hurricanes are going home, and the Kansas Jayhawks win the game. Both running backs, they showed up sort of back-to-back there, similar long touchdown runs. They were both incredible, but how about these Kansas Jayhawks getting the dub in triple overtime? Oh boy, Cam Ward today, 21 of 34, the 2 touchdowns, the 3 interceptions were brutal for him. Martinez today, he's a 91 overall, just a junior. 35 carries, 265 yards, 3 touchdowns. Fletcher, 10 for 45 in this one. There he is. So it was JoJo Trader, the true freshman. He was 7 for 70 and a touchdown. Martinez did have 4 for 54, so he was over 300 yards of total offense. Good for him. Restrepo, 4 for 39. George, 3 for 31, a touchdown, but he did have those 2 big drops. 2 for Arroyo, the tight end. Defensively speaking, Besainth with 14 tackles, 11 for Mayaguoa, and 11 for Michelle Powell. Second half for Besainth, half for Bain, and that's it. No turnovers today for Kansas, and that was a big reason why they were successful here today. Let's just be honest. 23 of 31 for 272 for Jalen Daniels today. Had 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. Neal didn't get the yardage, but he had some big plays. Remember, the big long touchdown run was by his teammate, Savion Morrison. But Neal, 24 for 68 in this one. Morrison, 3 for 53 in this game. 6 for 37 for Skinner. 6 for 62 for Arnold. 5 for 91, including the long touchdown for Neal. Remember, that was a throw, not a run. So he had over about 140 yards total offense. Grimm with the other touchdown as well. 17 tackles for Cornell Wheeler today, 15 for Grant. Gillum, we talked about, 13 tackles and 2 picks. He had a monster day. 12 tackles for Burrows as well. 2 sacks for Berryhill. 1.5 for Brooks, half for Robinson, for Darrett, and for Woodkey. And then again, the 2 picks for Gilliam, there's another eye on there, and 1 for Kobe Bryant. That was the one that went to the house. So turnover is really the difference in this one, and that's the reason why the quote-unquote less highly ranked team did, in fact, win the game. So let's take a look at the bracket as it is currently constituted. So there you go. Kansas beating Miami. They'll play Utah. Sorry, not Kansas State. Utah is your Big 12 champion after coming over to the Big 12. We'll see Arizona and Oregon. Winner gets Texas A&M, and then we will be ready for round number 2. Guys, this one was a lot of fun. Really appreciate you being on. Thanks so much to all of our subscribers. Take care of yourselves. And we got real college football this week, my friends. Very excited for that. Phil Nagy here in Central Ohio. I am half of Nagy on Sports. We appreciate you being with us, guys. Take care of yourselves. Have a great day. Today we will say, go Jayhawks, go Buckeyes, and as always, go Browns.